Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I haven't read yet on Sturgis, and I should, because I just think it's a bad idea. 250,000 people getting together in this small town in South Dakota, and they're not social distancing. They're not wearing masks, most of them. You know, many of them Trump supporters. Not all, but many. And what comes of this? It's a 10-day rally. So what comes of this? Let's see. Okay, there will be a lot of people who need to quarantine with the hermit. There will be a lot of people going home early. 8 of Wands. Oh my gosh, that virus is going to have a field day. It's going to move forward. It is going to infect a lot of people. And we have the 8 of Coins. Well, it's definitely a learning experience. And again, we'll see, you know, people are less likely to be infected if they're outdoors and they're moving. Okay. Well, what about as this thing wears on? 5 of Wands, the Chariot, a lot of debate, a lot of conflict. Oh, debate about canceling it soon, ending it soon comes up. And then we have the Chariot, and that is, yeah, because it just takes off. You know, I've seen people hospitalized near Sturgis, you know, before they ever do get home. And then we have the 6 of Coins. That is, there's going to have to be money devoted to cleaning this mess up. All right. Yeah, definitely outbreak, right, Spirit? Well, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay before it's clear that there is an outbreak from this. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Emperor. This changes the way they're dealing with COVID in South Dakota with the laws. They do ride this out. I mean, it's not an absolute disaster. In other words, yeah, the hospital capacities, you know, the hospitals handle it more or less. Although I feel like there are some tight moments. People are going to need to go back to their homes. So, does this seed more COVID cases other places? Yeah. Well, there's a victory, though. Okay. Also, though, a point is made. We have the 3 of Wands. So, and again, of course, we do need to realize that there's the watching and the waiting for the results, because a lot of times we don't know the effects of an event like this until 3 weeks later. And we have the Lovers card. Yeah, it's going to infect a lot of couples. A lot of couples. A lot of, well, you know, there will be a lot of intimate contacts, a lot of people talking to each other, talking in each other's faces. It's a bad situation. It's just a really bad situation. So, not cool. Anything else we should know about this? There may not be one next year. But isn't COVID going to be, I feel like COVID's going to be under better control next year, but there may not be one just because of what they pulled this year. Okay, 2 of Wands. World Explorer. Weighing options. The Hope card and the 2 of Cups. Agreement. We learn from it. We do learn from it. I am concerned that people are going to get sick. Lots of people are going to get sick. But, you know, we do learn from it. Let's look at, now we have the schools beginning. Let's see what kind of, does that create a lot of outbreaks already? In Georgia, it's not gone well in 1 or 2 school districts there in particular, and one in Mississippi. Some have closed simply because 1 or 2 students got it, or staff were testing positive during planning. Does this create a lot of outbreaks across the nation? Schools reopening. Let's look at that. Oh boy, there's the death card. Eight of Wands. Yeah, the virus has plenty of opportunity to move forward. Same card we got with Sturgis. And the Five of Coins. Unfortunately, that means that in some areas, yes, it will create an outbreak that maxes out hospital capacity, because we already have very near capacity happening, I believe, in Florida and Texas, some parts of Texas, so, and Mississippi. So, you know, Arizona has improved, but there will be troubles. Okay, Spirit, so there will be greater outbreak, but will people bring it back down again? Will policies in states respond and bring it back down again? Well, yeah, I mean, legislation, the laws will intervene, yes, and there will be a rolling back of reopening the schools and some other things perhaps. And they will be, yeah, the Queen of Cups, but yet riding it out. We get that card again. So what I'm getting is, yes, this does increase cases, just like Sturgis does, but it's not like this explosive, crazy, oh my gosh, now it's completely all over. It's not like that, okay? Because they do make some changes. They dial it back, and we're seeing these waves, aren't we now? You know, it's like they know enough about this, and we know enough about this, that reopenings can be paused or partially reversed and bring it back down again. Yeah, and there is a delay with that Knight of Wands, reminding me again that a lot of this will appear sort of murky, because it's difficult. What do you point to, you know? Is it the schools? Is it Sturgis? Is it the cases were just rising already in a lot of states? What is it? It's difficult to point to, but yes, the schools reopening do create more cases. And Sturgis does become a super spreader event. Yeah. All right. I think it maybe ended early though. I do. 10 of Cups. There's a delay though. They ride it out, but they essentially do still have the rally, you know. Okay. All right. Well, we're in this wave pattern. I do think that they're hoping that enough Americans become immune, that we get enough herd immunity, that mask mandate alone will work. Is that what they're hoping? Ace of Cups. There's a lot of dirt in that. There's a lot behind the scenes in what is being planned. Death. Yeah. Because they don't want to come right out and say this is the plan, and there will be, you know, waves of increases and then decreases in different states at different times, and they don't want to say that, but that, I believe, is the plan. They don't want to cotton to that because of its deaths, you know. The Two of Swords. But there is some indecision about that. There is some, it doesn't mean everybody's on that bandwagon. There are politicians who do not want any part of that plan. That's interesting. And it would much rather do what so many European countries have done and really do a ton of testing and go with that plan A instead of plan B. But plan B seems to be winning right now, doesn't it? Will that work, Spirit? Will people in the U.S., will there be enough that have immunity that it will, oh my goodness, we have mosquitoes, that it will decrease the spread quite a lot? Well, then we have that Two of Swords. Okay, it's both things are going to happen. We will get to a place where we have lots more testing, and it's rapid testing. And yes, there will be more people who have immunity because they've already had it. And that will also help stop the spread. Both things are going to happen. But there is there's dirt behind that. It will be questioned, this strategy of, well, we can't seem to find the money for more testing and rapid testing and quarantining and better contact tracing. We can't seem to find the money for that, so we're just going to let it go through a good percentage of our population. That will be questioned, that will be looked at for a while. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I do think this is going to get under control at some point. Unfortunately, every time I read on it, it's like not in the next few months. So, okay. All right. Well, we do what we can to stay safe. And remember, watch the numbers in our area and make decisions accordingly. All right. Well, I thank you all. Be well. Surround yourselves with love and protection. And I wish that for you too. Bye-bye.